Hello, a very warm welcome to all of you. This side Vishal. Here I am providing you the quick introduction about the testing tutorial. And I just wanted to tell you that what basic needs of testing in our software industries. There are some basic functionality related to the black box testing and the white box testing. You think that what I am saying, black box testing and white box testing, these are the phases of the testing tutorial, testing things. And if you talk about the black box testing, in black box testing we don't need to know the basic code functionality of the software. A basic tester can do the testing if he has a knowledge about the software, particular software on that he work. So the thing is that if you talk about the black box testing, there are certain phases like unit testing, integration testing, system testing, user accepted testing. Okay, and in there are certain phases by which the software product will go through and we carried out the quality of the product. That's why the testing is very essential part of the software industry. Now the time has changed. In previous time, the development require the client require only development and the testing don't need. But right now, what customer want, what client want, the quality. That's why we are doing the testing, and now the testing is so much popular. So I am providing you the full basic information about the what testing is and what are the phases we are we are doing in the industries. By that you can know, you can get the knowledge about that. So in unit testing, what we actually do in unit testing, once actually you can consider the any application, any website application, like you can consider the YouTube. If you talk about the YouTube, then if what exactly is when the YouTube started to develop, firstly it's one builds build by build it's develop, and when the developer complete the build, after that he forwarded that build to the particular department of testing, and then the tester works start. He will do he functional testing, stress testing, load testing, ad hoc testing, explore, whatever will be the testing mentioned here, they do all testing for carried out the quality of the product. This is the unit testing. And when what exactly it is, I am going to inform you that in unit testing we will just testing the basic parameters of the software. Unit testing is totally related to the code. And firstly, when the build is ready, after firstly the unit testing, if you talk about the unit testing is totally completed by the developer. And what after that, if tester can also do the unit testing if he has a knowledge about the code. If he has a knowledge about the code, then he can also do the software testing, unit testing, sorry for that. And if you talk about the integration, in integration testing we gather the build of the software, and after that we just move forward. Over there we do the top down integration testing and bottom up integration testing. And if you talk about the integration testing, we gathering all the build, and after that we do the testing in that. I'm repeating you again this thing integration, because this is the most and important part of the software where we will carry out the basic functionality of the software. And what after next, it's system testing. System testing after integration testing, we just check it out the behavior of the software. We just carried out what client actually. We have two things, one BRD and one SRS. BRD, that means the business requirement documentation and software requirement documentation. In system testing we are doing the same thing. We are just checking out the critical functionality of the software, and what after next, we just compare to business requirement to the software requirement. That means we just overview the actual and expected. That means you can understand that how things are gonna like. So the thing is that here I am giving you the things: functional testing, stress testing, load testing, ad hoc testing, exploratory testing, usability testing, smoke testing, scenario testing, regression testing, user acceptance testing, alpha and beta testing. I am giving you the information step by step that what exactly it is. uh, Before that, I am giving you the information about the user acceptance because I forgot that. Sorry for that. And in user acceptance testing, we are just take a look about the how the customer review about the software. If the client, we in industry we consider client is a customer. If customer happy, that means the client's happy. So user acceptance testing is gonna like this. Then we are doing the overall testing. And if the all functionality is working good, of all the system is working good, then we just release that software in the market. So in functional testing, I'm going to inform you that in functional testing we are doing the consider a website, that I have a website. I'm providing you the information about that. You can consider the OLX as well. Give me a second. Here, the OLX here, website is here. Here you can see the functionality of the software, that if you are clicking in India in location, then if you are wanted to search in Goa, and in Goa you wanted to see the area of Nerul, then over there you can see here that there are 18 lakh 98,515 ads near you. Okay, if you want to search, then here is the result. So we are doing in functional testing, we are doing the same thing. We are just checking the functionality of the software, whether it works properly or not. So here the next topic is stress testing. Stress testing, we are just actually for that I am giving you the best example related to the board examination. When the students complete their examination, after that the board will release the result, and over there we do the at the same time the students are opening the URL of the particular website where they will get the result. But sometimes the website got hanged. So on that time we are doing this on that for preventing that type of problem, we are doing the stress testing and load testing. In black box testing we cannot be able to do the load testing, because load testing we need to serve bulk of desktops and laptops for that. But load testing can easily done by the JMeter. In below I have given the example of JMeter, that you can do with the help of JMeter you can do the performance testing. Okay. So but after that, exploratory testing is like a is like initial testing. By that we can know about the website. When any website comes to the testing department, firstly we will do the ad hoc testing and the exploratory testing. By that we can familiar with the website, that what exactly it is, what the requirement is it. If there is no requirement document given by the client, then what we are doing the same thing, exploratory testing and ad hoc testing. For that we can familiar with the website and doing the effective testing on the website. Usability testing is related to the friendly, how the software is friendly with the user. This is the main thing we are doing in the usability testing. In smoke testing we are doing in that smoke testing we are just checking the critical functionality of the software. And smoke testing we can also say the regression testing, because we are doing the testing on the critical functionality. Like if you can consider the Gmail as well. If you are putting the email address and after entering the password, if it is not sign in, then it comes under the smoke testing. But with the help of that, we can consider, with the help of sign in button, we can consider this thing to the smoke testing. What is the scenario testing? Scenario testing, that means if you talk about the scenario, in scenario, that means the login scenario, sign up scenario, sign in scenario, and and etc. These are the scenarios on over that we are doing the testing. We are firstly consider the scenario. After that, we are creating the test cases. On that, we are doing the testing. There are some basically the scientific and basic things by that the software testing phases will go slow by slow. By that, the quality will be carried out in a better way. Regression testing, what we are regression testing, in regression testing, once the if as a tester, I would like to tell you that what is the regression testing. In regression testing, when you are raises some issues to the tool, like we are using in the industry right now we are using the Jira, Bugzilla, Trello, and when we are raise the issue to the development department, over after that the development will revert by fixing that particular issue. On that time, we are doing the two testing, that name is regression testing and retesting. In retesting, we are doing, we just only just check it, we just only check it out that whether the issues has been fixed or not. And in regression testing, apart from that, whatever issues has been raised, we are checking that particular thing as well. And apart from that, we are also checking by doing some coding changes, if it is happen some problem in another area or not. That's the thing we are doing in regression testing. And as yeah, I'm also mentioning here that user accepting, which I described earlier, that we are comparing the two things like client and customer requirements. If it is fruitful, then we are releasing in the market. After user accepted testing is the last stage of the software testing. What is alpha testing and what is beta testing? Alpha testing is done mostly on the developer side. If the tester have a knowledge about the coding, then alpha testing can also done by the tester as well. And beta testing is like a customer testing, as a user perception. We are just doing the testing of the requirements. And after that, I'm mentioning here what is the advantage and what is the disadvantage of the black box testing. This is the main important things that we know. Whatever industry we are doing work, we need to we know that what is the advantage and disadvantage of black box testing and white box testing. So in that, I have mentioned here that more effective on large units of code than glass box testing. That if you talk about the glass box testing, it is black box testing, it is much effective, because we are here to cover the code. We are here not cover the code, we are just here to cover the functionality of the software. Because we are just check it out the critical functionality of the software. And here I mentioned that the tester needs no knowledge of implementation in black box testing, including a specific program. That you know about the no need to know about the C Sharp, Java, .NET for doing that type of particular black box testing. Tester and programmer are independent of each other. There is no need any programming to tester correlate with the programmer to know about that how testing we will do. They don't need about that particular things. And after that, I have mentioned here that tests are done from a user point of view. These tests are done by a user point of view. If you talk about the manual testing, there are two testing: manual testing and automation testing. In manual testing, we are just testing as a perceptions of users. What user thinking, we are doing the same thing. Okay, and in automation, we are just with the help of coding, we are just checking the two things: regression and the smoke testing. In automation, we are doing the two things: smoke testing and regression testing. Smoke testing for the critical functionality of the software, and for regression testing, impact of the issues. That in that, I have also mentioned that will help to expose any ambiguity or or inconsistency in the specification. That if you're doing the manual testing, then most of the ambiguities, most of the misconception way you will carry it out, and you will not be manipulated by the software if you are doing the manual testing. And in test cases, in here also I have designed that test cases can be designed as soon as the specifications are completed. By that, in manual testing we are doing the testing step by step. For that, we create the test cases. Disadvantage of black box testing: only a small number of possible inputs can actually be tested. To test every possible input stream would take nearly forever. This is the things I can reveal with you, that we are doing the small number of possible input can be only tested in black box. If you are considering the black box testing, that we can only put the possible input, not more than that. Without clear and concise specification, test cases are hard to design. Yeah, if you will get any, I will specify you that if you will get any software to test that without any requirement, you will hardly create the test cases for that. This is the thing which I need to be mentioned here. Apart from that, if you are here, I also mentioned that may leave many program path untested. If there are most of the part of the area where we cannot be able to test, we cannot be able to particular area over there, the codes is required. And apart from that, can the last one is the cannot be redirected toward a specific segment of the code, which may be very complex and therefore more error prone has been get. And the last one is most testing related research has been directed toward the gloss. And just because of manual testing, we are, that means the black box testing, we are researching more, we are gathering more information, and we are implementing this thing in glass box testing. That means the white box testing. This is the next topic which I am describing with you. White box testing is a verification techniques software engineers can use to examine if their code works as expected or not. In this chapter, we will explain the following things. I will explain you the method that we how we writing this test script, in that how we will what tool we actually use for that. We use the Selenium tool for that, where we put this script, where we create the strings. It's the IDE Eclipse. In Eclipse we create the script, and over there we run the script. In my There are two types of frameworks we use: hybrid framework, data driven framework, and keyword. Mostly we use the hybrid framework because there is a specific data we use the locators, helpers, and the test script. I will explain you in the next tutorial about the Selenium, JMeter, and APM. I will edit the two tutorials soon, so that you can know about this: what Selenium is it, what JMeter is it, what APM is it. For quick introduction, I will tell you the APM is used for the mobile application automation running. For automation running, we are using the APM so that we can run the software automatically, run the application of the mobile automatically. And for JMeter, as I told earlier, we use the JMeter for the performance testing, and Selenium for the website testing. Here I also mentioned the bug tracking tool. This is the quick introduction all about the what exactly happened in the testing industry, what phases we are done, what phases we are done with the complete carried out functionality of the software. By that, so the client, the quality product. This is the main responsibility to provide the quality of the product. If tester releases the software, then it's released in the market. So this is the quick introduction from my side. And if you talk about the bug tracking tool, I will add in next tutorial over there. And how we create, the last one thing I need to express in front of you, that how we create the bug sheet For that I will explain you that I'll explain you that in that firstly we create the issue id. By that the developer can know that what issue if we provide the issue id, then he can know easily that what the bug related to. And over there I have mentioned here the objective steps to reproduce. In objective the issue is related to in which particular matter, and steps how we will get that particular uh, issue. What is the expected result? Expected, that means the what is mentioned in the BRD document, that means the business required document, and actual what actually happens right now with the application. And I'm giving you the example of the iPhone. It's a website of Lookbook. Lookbook is a for Lookbook is for the ladies and women's. By that he can know about the daily wearings, what schedule they are doing to look good. So here I got the example. I will giving the example of iPhone. I have uses the iPhone 5fc version 10.1, and the test data is also important. By that the developer can know that what the exactly things it is it. I'm giving the example like we can consider that user is getting an error when he click the red personal lookbook in menu bar section. So here is the steps you can consider. Open application. Firstly we need to open the application. After that we need to tap on menu bar. After that we tap some red personal lookbook. This is the button icon. Over there we need to tap so that we can go further. After that we tap on the rate your lookbook and pop up, and after that we check whether the user is able to check or not. So here what is actually happens, user should be able to redirect to the rate your lookbook, but what actually happens, user is getting error when he click on the red personal book in menu bar. This is the actually happens, this is the document we provided to the developer, and he review on that and he fix that. After that we do the retesting, regression testing and functional testing. These are the testing we have done. Hope you will like the enjoy more related video I will edit soon related to Selenium, JMeter and APM. This is the quick introduction about the Selenium, about the software testing, that what exactly is it is. And in future I will edit the related video of JMeter, Selenium and APM. Hope you will like the enjoy. Please share and comment if you like the video. Thank you so much.